another episode of the Therapy with Rikki podcast, where we talk about real conversations that you can feel. I'm your host, Rikki McCoy, a licensed holistic therapist in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm so excited to be here with you all today to talk about a very, very important episode. Y'all, welcome back to the podcast. How y'all feeling? It is Wednesday. I am recording on a Wednesday, and just really sitting with my energy, sitting with the day, sitting with all things life. I hope y'all are feeling okay. I know a lot of people have been saying they've been feeling tired. There's a lot going on in the world. So I'm excited to be here with you today with another podcast where we talk about all things self-care, mental health, authenticity, inner peace, and joy. And I'm currently dealing with the Verizon outage. So if you have Verizon, we've been without a phone pretty much all day. So it's a good reminder of the importance of stillness and why it's important to have, time to yourself, time to sit with yourself. Hopefully you've been able to tune out and just tap in with yourself and your energy if you are experiencing the Verizon outage, okay? Again, I am here. I am back. If you've been following me for some time, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the Therapy with Rikki community. And please take a moment to subscribe to my YouTube, subscribe to the podcast where all podcasts stream. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. I'm so excited to be talking to you all today about a topic that's very important to me. It's a modality that I use in holistic therapy, and I really value and believe in the power of healing that it provides. So let's get into it, okay? Today's episode is titled Slowing Down to Heal, Restorative Yoga and Nervous System Regulation, okay? Take a moment. Let's settle in for the podcast today. Grab your tea, your coffee, whatever it is that you need to sip on as we talk. Get you some water if you haven't hydrated today, okay? And let's get into this topic. I want you to take a moment just to do a collective breath with me. So I want you to inhale nice and big. And open mouth, exhale. Yes. All right, y'all. So I want to talk to you all today about restorative yoga and really the power of yoga when it comes to regulating your nervous system, healing, releasing trauma, releasing stored emotions from the body, and all the things, okay? So in addition to being a therapist, I am a yoga teacher. And the reason I became a yoga teacher is because of the magic that yoga has provided me on my wellness journey, okay? A lot of people are feeling tired. We're feeling overstimulated. If you are a millennial, we've been grinding at this thing. We've been navigating career, life, all of the responsibilities that we have. And we're feeling very, very tired, especially my high functioning people. This pressure that we have in our society and in our culture to push through can really cause rest to feel unsafe. It can really make you feel guilty for resting. And so I want to talk to you about different types of resting, right? Like you can rest in so many different ways, but resting is so important to your wellness journey. It's so important to your lifestyle. It's so important to your energy. And it's really important when you think about taking care of yourself, mind, body, and spirit, okay? So we're going to focus on how restorative yoga can really support your nervous system. Okay. So restorative yoga is not a fast-paced yoga at all. It is a yoga that offers stillness, support, and nervous system recovery. So think slow movements. Think holding a pose for a longer time. Think poses that really focus on releasing. Okay. So it's not a faster paced yoga. I know I talk to a lot of people and they feel like when they're doing movement, or we talk about movement on their self-care journey, because movement is very important to how you release energy, right? It's really good to release energy from your body. It's really good for boosting your mood and helping you focus and concentrate and all the things. And then we also have the physical benefits of movement, right? So a lot of times we feel like we should be moving fast, or we should be moving in a way that we have to go to the gym, or we have to lift weights, or those kind of things. But these low impact workouts, these low impact type of movements really help support and regulate your nervous system, really help you to de-stress, really help you to focus, really help you to take a moment just to be with yourself. Okay, so I recommend yoga to everybody for this reason. It has been a very, very beautiful practice for me. I've been doing yoga now about 10 years, right? I started doing yoga before I was pregnant with Eli, and Eli is 10. So it's a very beautiful way just to reconnect with yourself, reconnect with your body, especially after postpartum, right? This is a whole new body. And so I was able to reconnect with my body, but I was also able to heal my anxiety, right? The anxiety and some of the energy that's stored in your body that needs to come out through yoga. And I felt so good in my yoga experience when I first started. And I'm just like, wow, 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 wow. If I can teach people how healing this practice is, it really helps you to feel present. It really helps you to feel safe in your body. And it really helps you remember that you're okay on your wellness journey. You're okay when you feel anxious. You're okay when you're so far in the future thinking about all the things. That is safe to come back to the present moment. Okay, so that has been my experience with yoga and how I got into teaching restorative yoga. It's a yoga that it supports trauma, right? So if we've had any traumatic experiences in our lives, it really helps us to feel safe in that body again. It really helps us to come back to the present moment, to not be disassociated and just zoned out, right? Like we can pay attention to what is going on right in front of us. We can pay attention to how our body feels in the moment, in the day, right? And what it needs. So if you can pay attention to your body, then you know what you need, right? So just know that there's no good or bad workout. Like there's no good or bad way to move your body. Moving it faster is not going to get you any result versus moving it slower, right? Moving your body slower is just as healing. It's just as needed, okay? It's about being. It's not about achieving a certain goal. We're not trying to achieve, getting on a headstand and doing all of these things that sometimes yoga can be very intimidating for us. But we're really focusing on being present, being in the body, okay? The body gets into this fight or flight, right? So we want to talk about your nervous system. This is why it's nervous system healing. A lot of times we're just throwing out these terms and we don't really know what they mean. But nervous system healing is all about restoring your fight or flight response, that panic response that we have in life, so that you can get to a point of feeling rest. You can get to a point of feeling at ease in your life, instead of your body and your mind always being in panic mode or always being in that fight or flight mode, right? And so this type of movement provides safety, stillness, and regulation of that nervous system, so that you can really think, so that you can really focus, so that you can really make better decisions, okay? So through the restorative yoga, we see cues of safety to the body, okay? We remind the body that it's safe. We reduce our cortisol, which is our stress hormone, and it really deactivates stress in our body, okay? And this is important because y'all, especially as Black people, as historically we have gone through a lot of stress. We've lived in moments of survival. And so we're really moving to a flourishing state of mind, right? And we're teaching the body how to not survive in that chaotic energy all the time. We're teaching the body that it's okay to feel safe, okay? It supports your emotion regulation, so it'll help you be able to regulate your emotions and provide mental clarity. We may use props during restorative yoga, whether it's like a pillow or a bolster. Sometimes there are blankets that are used. Sometimes there are straps that are used just to help you in supporting you in some of the movements, right? Blocks are used as well to help support your body as we're in some of the poses. Longer holds. We may hold the poses for longer periods of time to give that part of the body time to release what it needs to release and to see what comes up for you. A lot of emotions can come up during restorative yoga. Some people may cry, right? But just remember that it's a release. It's a release of emotions, and it's an opportunity for you to see what's there, to see what you've been stuffing down, to see what you've been holding in as it comes out. Okay. Dim lighting is also associated with restorative yoga as we're working to soothe the nervous system. So think about your environment, whether that's like your dim lighting or incense or candles and all of those things to really promote relaxation. Okay. This is why it's considered a trauma-informed approach to healing. And this is why I teach yoga in my practice as a therapist, right? So I'm teaching my clients how to move through some of these movements. I'm teaching my clients how to do breath work to promote regulation and safety in their bodies. I'm teaching them how to meditate and learn how to sit with stillness and learn how to sit with themselves and learn how to sit with what comes up, right? Who are you at the core of your being? Because a lot of times we're moving fast and we're in a rush and we're not taking the times to be still, because in that stillness is when true healing is happening. Okay. So I want to get into it. I want to talk about why slowing down can feel uncomfortable at first. It feels uncomfortable at first because we've been used to operating in chaos. We've been used to operating in go mode. We've been used to operating in survival mode for years, especially as, like I said, as Black people, as women, especially if you have a lot of hats that you wear, a lot of roles, if you're a mom, if you're a spouse, if you have a partner and you have all of these different things going on in your life. We have so much going on that we're used to operating in chaos. Take trauma on top of that. If you've grown up in a traumatic energy or environment, right? If you grew up around a lot of chaos, you may be used to operating in chaos. So I want to remind you that as you work towards learning how to embrace peace, learning how to embrace rest and stillness, learning how to prioritize yourself and slow down, it can feel uncomfortable at first, right? But it's just a challenge. It's just a challenge that you're working through as you're teaching your brain how to be comfortable in certain settings and as you're teaching yourself new habits. So give yourself time. Be patient with yourself as you move through learning different wellness techniques and things that promote peace and well-being in your life, okay? It won't feel comfortable at first, but eventually you'll learn how to sit with it. Eventually you'll learn how to be comfortable in your peace. So we really need to normalize that there could be a resistance to stillness, okay? When you have an anxious mind, when you have a busy mind, when you are used to prioritizing everything and everybody else but yourself, you may feel some type of resistance to being still, but it's normal, okay? You may have racing thoughts. You may feel like you should be doing so many different other things, but I want you to just bring your mind back to the present moment. Bring it back to, I'm doing this for me. When I do this for myself, I show up as a better person in all the things that I do, okay? You may have certain emotions that come up, frustration, irritability, again, feeling like you may be wasting your time because you have so many things on your plate, but nothing is more important than you taking care of yourself, okay? So it's not unproductive. Rest is still productive. Stillness is still productive. Having a morning routine, having stillness in my morning really sets me up for my day. When I take these moments of stillness, I show up as a better person, a better mom, a better therapist, a better friend, a better partner, a better listener, and all the things, okay? So just know that rest is not unproductive, okay? This is just your nervous system responding to something new. It's responding to the new habits that you're learning as you unlearn how to operate in that survival mode, okay? It can also show you what's hiding beneath the surface of constantly doing. A lot of us are constantly doing because that is a traumatic response. We've had to be hyper independent. We've had to show up. We've had to be on go mode because, again, we've been in survival for so long. Okay. But romanticize your life. Okay, romanticize your healing journey, romanticize your stillness, like really get into it because you deserve it. You're worthy of being still. You're worthy of working smarter and not harder. You do not have to overextend yourself to be valued or to be loved or to be supported. Okay, so we have to learn how to prioritize our rest and our stillness so that we can take care of ourselves, y'all. If any feelings do come up, if any discomfort does come up as you practice stillness practices, as you practice sitting with yourself, look at the thoughts, look at the emotions that come up from a place of curiosity rather than judging yourself. Because again, we're only doing what we know how to do until we learn how to do something better. Okay. Why this is important to me, why I teach yoga or different holistic practices as a way to not only take care of your mind, but also take care of your body and your spirit, because you are a soul at the core of your being. You are a soul having a human experience, okay? You're a soul living in a body, and we need to be able to take care of the body, okay? If we're not taking care of our mental health, it reflects in our body. Our body communicates with us what's right, what's not right, what feels wrong. It communicates with us when we need to slow down. That is where health issues come up. High blood pressure, heart issues, stress in our body breaks down our body. Okay, so by incorporating some of these stillness modalities, we're able to take care of our body and really also take care of our mind because it's all connected. Your nervous system sends signals from your brain. There's a nerve called the vagus nerve, right? And I recommend that you look up the vagus nerve because we can go down a whole rabbit hole about the vagus nerve. But the vagus nerve sends signals through your spine and it comes all the way down to your belly. And this nerve communicates that fight or flight in your body. And by calming it down, it communicates that you're safe in your body. So you may notice if you are an anxious person that you have digestive issues, that you have stomach issues. And this is because that nerve travels all the way down the body and circles the belly and our core. And that's where we get the digestive issues from, okay? But this practice is really good. Stillness practices are really good. Restorative yoga practices are really good because we're focused on burnout recovery. A lot of us are tired. A lot of us have been going with no resolution. And taking many breaks, taking many self-care dates, going to the spa, going on vacation, all of those things are great, but they're not really what we need to be doing. We need to be changing the way we operate. We need to be changing the way we're using our time. And so we need to be changing the way we take care of ourselves and the way we prioritize rest, stillness, and all of those things in our day-to-day. It's also going to help you to not feel anxious or overwhelmed. It's going to help you to feel safe in your body and safe in your thoughts. It's going to help us process our emotions, okay? You'll be able to sit with what emotions are coming up for you and really process and work through them. And the biggest thing about healing is that we don't like to feel pain. We don't like to feel discomfort. But the only way out, y'all, is through. Okay, true healing begins when you can actually go through the emotion and sit with the emotion and sit with the discomfort and like give yourself time to work through it. And then you realize like, dang, I can do this. The affirmation that I like to tell y'all and that I share with everybody is I can do hard things, because you can, because we've been doing it. We've been in survival mode all this time. So just think about how easy your life would be if you can sit through the discomfort of the emotions that come up and actually work through them and have better solutions for them when it comes to dealing with life. Okay. It also helps you get better sleep because we need sleep. Sleep is the best way that we can rejuvenate our mind and our body and our spirit and our energy and all of the things. So these modalities are going to help you in having a better sleep practice and having a better sleep routine. I do some restorative yoga every night before bed. restorative yoga is a part of my self-care, my night routine. So like my wind down routine consists of yoga. It consists of breathing. It consists of just reminding myself that I'm here and I survived my day, and anything that was left unresolved will be there tomorrow. But for right now, I'm about to have a good night. I'm about to enjoy my night, and I'm about to de-stress this body so I can get a good night's sleep and rest. And so it's a really great way to promote better sleep hygiene and also to set boundaries in your life. Okay. Making sure you protect your time, making sure you put yourself on your calendar. That nighttime routine is my nighttime routine. My family knows. I do it in a certain space in my home. That is my time for myself. That is my time just to be with myself, sit with myself, listen to my heart, listen to what's there, so that I know how to show up in my life. Okay? Because at the end of the day, this is your life, your experience. And it gives you a time to listen to yourself, to trust your intuition, and to trust what's there without the distractions or opinions of other people. Okay. These are ways that you can start just practicing stillness, practicing taking care of yourself, giving yourself maybe 5 minutes of stillness in the morning. I like to give myself an hour. Just an hour of still time in the morning, and then throughout the day, taking mini stillness breaks throughout your day can really help you start to practice how to sit in stillness, right? Again, having a nighttime routine to close off your day is another way to practice some moments of stillness, putting your phone on D&D at a certain time, not talking to certain people who may be draining, who may be calling to dump on you, who may be calling you with some negative energy or negative vibes. You start learning how to protect yourself, protect your energy, and protect your peace better, and learning to say no, learning to rest instead of overextend yourself, right? And so you start having better boundaries with yourself. So if you resonate, I have some beautiful offerings that I am sharing with the world. Okay, you can join me for my yoga series. It starts February 2nd, and it's called Reclaim. Because what we're doing is we are reclaiming our nervous system. We are reclaiming our energy. We are reclaiming our joy. We are reclaiming our peace, right? We are reclaiming our power. Okay, so it's a 4-week yoga series where I'll walk you through how to regulate your nervous system. I'll walk you through certain relaxation modalities, and I'll walk you through some trauma informed healing restorative yoga so that you can release any built up emotions, tension, stress from your body, so that you can feel whole, so that you can feel like yourself, and so that you can really show up in life as your full being, right? So join my program. It's called Reclaim. You can sign up for that program. I will make sure I put the links in the bio, or the links in the description rather. You can also go to my website, therapywithrikki.com. You can also go to, if you're on Instagram, tap the link in my bio to join me for Reclaim. This is going to be a virtual experience, so anybody can join me, okay? Men, women, don't matter. High functioning people looking to just give themselves some moments of rest and reclaim their inner peace, their authenticity, their authority, their power, their joy. Okay. It will be on Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. So anywhere in the world, you can join me for this practice. I will teach you how to feel confident in these movements, how to feel confident in some of these holistic modalities so that you can take care of yourself. Okay, so join me for Reclaim. You can also join me I have a wellness retreat that is taking place in Joshua Tree. We are going to Joshua Tree, y'all. The Joshua Tree Healing Retreat is happening May 14th through the 17th. I haven't even really fully released it to the public yet. So if you want more information on that, go to my website, therapywithrikki.com. You can click on the link. There is a wait list there. The wait list people have been provided with the retreat information, And we're going to go out. We're going to be in the desert. We're going to be in some good healing energy in nature. We're going to disconnect from all things life, work, partners, kids, all of that. We disconnected from all of that so that we can take some time to show up for ourselves, so that we can take some time to prioritize rest. We had a great time on the Flourishing Minds Wellness Retreats, okay? We will do some yoga, some meditation, some sound healing, some Reiki if you want to get a Reiki energy reading, and I can tap into your chakras and tell you what's open, what's blocked, what we need to work on when it comes to showing up in life as your full self. But we'll have an opportunity to connect and to bond and to really hold space for ourselves, being around like-minded people, being around a wellness community, being around people who prioritize their wellness and their self-care just like you, being around some high-functioning people who are just navigating life, career, and all things, and we may not be showing up for ourselves in the best ways, but we want to. Okay, so join me for my Joshua Tree Healing Retreat. Again, the dates are May 14th through May 17th, 2026. We're going to Joshua Tree, California. It is a beautiful place. It is the desert. Think clear skies, think stars out, think desert sands, okay? Beautiful weather. We will hike and get in Mother Nature. We'll go get in some of that spiritual energy that is there. All meals are included. Y'all just got to pull up. I provide transportation from the airport and back to the airport for you. It's really an opportunity for you to show up and come get some healing, right? Come get some healing. What else I got going on right now? I also have a sensual yoga workshop that is taking place in Atlanta. That workshop is February 7th. It's coming up in a few weeks, and we will talk about sensual yoga and how to release body shame, trauma, all of the things from our bodies, but learning how to feel confident and sexy in our bodies again, okay? I'm really learning how to have a different relationship, a healthy relationship with your body. So Sensual and Sovereign is my sensual yoga class, and that is taking place February 7th, okay, at 6 p.m. here in Atlanta, Georgia. That information is also on my website. It's also in my link tree, the link that's in my bio if you're on Instagram. Join me for Sensual and Sovereign. It's a beautiful experience. It is a beautiful experience. Seeing the women there really tap into their feminine power and their divine womanhood is so beautiful to experience and to watch. So I'm excited to bring that back. Wellness coaching is available if you want to connect with me for some holistic wellness coaching. That is available. You're able to book that as well through the link in my bio. I will just place that link again in the description. I have some very amazing opportunities coming up to connect with me on some wellness coaching and to really connect with my framework for wellness coaching. If you are a therapist or a healer and you want to connect with me and on all things private practice, branding, marketing, blueprint type stuff, I have the 6-Figure Therapist Blueprint, which is also out, and I will be hosting another cohort this year as well for that. So I'm super excited about that. And there is a self-care ebook. If you want to learn more about how to take care of yourself and prioritize yourself, I have this beautiful self-care blueprint ebook that you can download on my website, and it really helps you walk through the different categories of self-care. There are worksheets, resources, and like you will walk away with a whole self-care routine, y'all. So everything is super easy to navigate and explore. And I look forward to opportunities to connect with you. I look forward to opportunities to share this information, and I'm just excited to be here. I'm excited for 2026. I'm excited for the offerings that are in store. I also have some affirmation cards on my website as well. Affirmations are a beautiful way to speak life into yourself, to reframe negative thoughts, and to remember who you are in your power, right? Remember that you're worthy of all things: joy, peace, self-care, love, healing, and rest, y'all. You're worthy of rest, okay? So tap into those affirmation cards on my website. There's an option to do a digital copy. There's also an option to do the actual deck cards, right? And I will send those out to you. And then there's also some self-care merch. You can check out the merch in my shop. Journals, apparel, hats, mugs, all the things. Just reminding you that it's okay to prioritize your self-care, and that therapy is dope and healing is dope. And together we can do all things. Okay. I also have a virtual community called the Flourishing Minds Collective, where we get together, we share resources. There's a holistic healing library that's there. I do a monthly meetup in the Atlanta area. If you're in the Atlanta area, where we get together, we hang out, we go on walks, we go to coffee shops, we do yoga, we do sound healing, and I also offer you a monthly workshop to learn something new. And so this month, my workshop is on holistic self-care, and like really how to dig into some of the practices and make it realistic for your life, right? Because everybody's life is different. Everybody's energy is different, right? And so I'll walk you through how to show up as your best self in this season of your life, how to navigate any transitions that you may be going through, and all things, y'all. So I'm excited that you're here. Thank you so much for being here, for rocking with me. And until next week, y'all take care. Be easy, and y'all come on, let's get into this restorative yoga. Y'all tap in with your girl for some wellness resources and all the things, y'all. Peace.